Okay, good morning. Good morning. Um, Bridget Bonnie. My name is actually long. Bridget Bonnie Agbenyo. It's too long. So I just made it Bridget Bonnie. When I get married, I'll add another one. But I'll still maintain the Bonnie though. So I'm basically going to talk about the lady and leadership. The lady and leadership. First of all, I'm not a feminist. Before I start talking, I am a woman that believes everybody deserves the best. So if you're a man and you need help, I should be able to assist. If you're a woman and you need help, I should be able to assist. I'm not here to play any feminist game. So the lady and leadership. I was the former SRC President of Wisconsin International University. Actually, the first female SRC President. It wasn't easy becoming president. You should have been clapping for me right now. Thank you very much. Even I asked to clap. Thank you for clapping. So becoming a president was something that I said to myself when I went to level 100. I said I was going to get first class and become the SRC president. Me and my two know. I couldn't make the first class though, but I managed to get the SRC president. And for an SRC president to make a first class, it means you take like a lot of effort, because that thing is a whole job on its own. It's a whole career on its own. I mentioned leadership. So what is leadership? Let me read something here. It's basically the ability to influence people to follow you or act on your vision. There's a word there, follow. Sometimes there's this myth about managers thinking they are leaders. Managers, we manage. We make sure you're managing things. That one, if you don't follow well, I can sack you. You work because you know I'm the one in charge. I'm the boss. So you have to work. But with leadership, the person willingly decide to follow you. I mean, you were taking the lead. You have the vision. They have decided to follow you. Sometimes entrepreneurs think they are leaders. My dear, you are an entrepreneur. Be there. Leadership has its own path. You are an entrepreneur who pays people. You make decisions. If somebody is not following your dream, you can sack them. You can recommend them. You can, feel free and tell them your mind. But leadership is a whole ball game altogether on its own. Sometimes you're a shark. You know book. When it comes to writing, you can write like my brother. You can write for the world. That is yours. Leadership, once again, has its own routines. Leadership is a daily affair, not a one-day job. So some of us are big sisters at home. If your parents are not there, you realize you are playing leadership roles. But because nobody has said you're a leader, you probably don't see it that you're a leader. So you, the big sister, sometimes the small ones even end up taking the leadership role. You realize that you are the younger one, but when it comes to making certain decisions and certain things, the bigger ones will call you, we want to do this, we want to do that. What do you think? How should we? Automatically, they've shifted a role onto you. Even though they're the big sisters, they've made you the leader among them. It doesn't take the fact that they are the eldest and the rest. So it's a daily affair. It's not a one-day thing that you wake up, dress in the morning, go sit in the office and be a boss. Before you even get to your house, you start your leadership role. It's something that happens every day. Now, people, I would say, do not want women in certain leadership positions because of certain biases. Some way, somehow, it could be true, but not really. That is why we have delegation. Okay, a woman will get pregnant, and when she gets pregnant, she'll not be coming to work. And when she doesn't come to work, it means that you are not working. So the woman cannot occupy that position. Hey, it's true she'll get pregnant. It's not her fault that she's the one that's supposed to get pregnant. And it's true at a point she won't be able to come to work because she has to go and deliver and get some maternity leaves and all that. It's not her fault. That's how she was created. But that doesn't mean that she can't take certain positions. She can. That is why we have delegation. What if the man gets sick and he can't come to work? What happens? I'm not saying the man should get sick, but what if he's sick and he can't come to work? Doesn't mean there will be no work. Work will continue. Somebody else will fit in. So if the woman is indisposed at the moment, somebody can fit in. The woman has to go and take off the home. The woman has to do this. The woman has to do that. And the woman has to. That's why the woman is working to get money. She can employ somebody to take care of the other things. There are certain things that doesn't necessarily have to be the woman. Some washing or some cooking, you can get a chef if. That's just by the way. Before you come and beat me up. They say women in high positions do not respect. They are this and they are that. Sometimes it is true. See, the thing is it hawk and hen? Which one catches which one's child? Great. So if I am a hen and I know the hawk is coming to catch my child, what will I do? Once I build a defense around my exactly. So the woman feels or knows that, okay, they have accepted that this is a man's position. And for that matter, me being here is not right. So the man will try to dominate or try to make me feel inferior or something. So automatically the woman builds a defense around her. It's not intentional. Sometimes they don't even notice they've done that. Okay, so she's the SRC President of Wisconsin. She's the first female SRC President. So the boys will try to, my office, I had a lot of guys. I was working with a lot of guys. It was only my secretary that was, and my women's commissioner that was female. And then later on I appointed a female EC, who was actually the first female electoral commissioner. So, okay, the guys would be like, intimidate me, and no, I have passed that stage. I won't even build a defense around me, because I have been able to learn to know that, okay, this is the possibility. This might happen and that might happen. So for that matter, I don't even come and try to throw my weights around. I don't even have any weights to throw. I have a vision I want to achieve. So this is the plan. Let's go. I have spelled out the plan to you. That's one thing I should have talked about way back. It's about the lady having a vision. What is it? Where are we going? You are in leadership. What is the plan? What's the way forward? Where are we going? Have a vision, and make sure your vision that you have, it's clear, it's understandable. It should make sense to the people. If I have decided willingly that I'm coming to follow you, it means that I have seen something. You've been able to explain something for me to understand. When I became president, I told my people, my executives, the people first. And it is possible together. Now, in your mind, you know that it is the people first. I've been able to explain to you that whatever we do is the people first. So if it comes to a point where we have to pay ourselves, and then we have to also do a project that will benefit the people, I have already told you, it's the people first. So we are not coming to pay ourselves. Let's finish the people. When we finish and there's something, we can actually pay ourselves. And trust me, it wasn't an easy thing. Even though the vision was clear and everything, they wanted a pay at a point. But when they do, I come back to the board. You know what I said from the beginning? I'm not coming to say, there was a mistake I made along the line. I'll talk about it later. But I won't come and be saying, no. I told you the people first, so you know. I'll just bring you back to the drawing board. Okay, so you see, that's as you don't have money. And this is it. These people who left before us were spending too much. That is why they incurred costs for us to come and pay. So for us not to do this and that, for us to have a clean sheet and all that, we don't have to pay ourselves now. Let us look out for sponsorship. If you look out for sponsorship, you get 15%, you get 12%, So in another way, I'm trying to tell you to go and look for money. You get some in return. But the one we have here, it is for the people first. When you're able to serve the people first, then we can look at ourselves. So when you have a vision, you have a plan. Now, plan is one thing. If you have a plan, you have to be committed to the plan. You don't just have a plan that I want to become the president of Ghana one day, which I want to become. You should not vote for me. You should have a plan that I want to be the president of Ghana, and that ends it. You should be committed to the plan. So my people, my SRC executives, I tell them the people first. So we have to deal with the people. When we are done, there's something to share, we will share. At a point, they were not getting it. They were thinking that something must be shared, something must be that. And as a leader that I was, I thought I have learned. No, we haven't learned anything. I was expecting them to understand, but they were not understanding. So at certain times, I get angry. And then I shout small. And then they get angry. And the whole thing becomes some wavy. But as that leader that you are, you should be able to draw them back. Because they came to join you willingly. They mean that they've seen something. So drawing them back shouldn't be very difficult for you. So, bring them back to the drawing board, get things sorted, and then you move on. Now, as a leader, you have to know one thing. Is everybody inclusive? Everybody. Since I have told myself I'm coming to follow you willingly, you have to make me feel a part. Like, I should be a part of it. Whatever you're doing, I should feel I'm a part of it. You don't just do things without me. There are certain times with my executives, I tell them this, and some of them are not getting it. Human beings, we are different. Our thinking, our mindset, everything is so different. That is what makes us human beings. That's the beauty of being human beings. But at a point, I was not getting that point. So I was expecting them to get what I was saying. I have been in the working field for a while. Some of them haven't been, so they don't get certain things. And instead of me to come down to their level and explain to them, I get angry. I'm like, and I'll just leave them out and I'll do whatever I have to do. And then it will come out well, but they wouldn't rejoice with me because I didn't include them. It was a bad part, like a bad thing on my part. So I had to go back to them, get them like, explain to them. So you see this and this, and because of timeline, I was working with the time and this and that, and because of that, I had to, and then they understand and they come back. Right now, we are done with the office and everything. Some of them could call me like, Charlie, this thing you do, now it be a good thing, pal, but now you know the bab. Like, yeah, I should have taken my time to explain to you, but I also didn't have that patience of a thing. But all the same, I'm happy you got it. So you should teach somebody else and all that. I mentioned have a vision. You must get a mentor, a lady in leadership. You must get somebody you look up to. Gifty Auntie is one of my mentors. She writes a lot on social media. Michelle Obama, and then her husband as well. Oprah Winfrey. These are people I look up to. And they write, they put out things there. So read. Get their books, read. Gifty Auntie has a bit of me, it's out there. Get one and read. The more you read, the point says he gets into the minds of people. The more you read, the more you understand why they do certain things, how they do them. Get books and read. Go for seminars. Get yourself a mentor. 1. Do not try to be in the space of a mentor. Once in a while, check up, send emails. Once in a while, say hi. If they invite you, why not? But don't try to always be in their space. Sometimes it gets irritating and they get even tired of you. When they see your call coming through, they might not even pick up. Add value to yourself as a woman in leadership. Don't just stay there. There was a point in my photography life. I was a photographer. There was a point in my photography life that I thought I was okay. Everything is fine. I don't need to acquire new equipment and I could just rent them as well. But Charlie, new equipments keep coming every day. And I hadn't learned how to use them. So, I was falling out of business most, but I didn't even notice. Before I realized, Charlie, people have released, I go for events and there's this camera and there's this thing. I'm like, yo, girl, you were far behind. And I was not even saving I was spending. I wasn't saving to match up. My business became somewhere. Right now, I don't even know where I'm standing. But you need to add value to yourself. Day in, day out, add value. I did a diploma. I went to do some radio and TV presentation at GIJ. I went to do this. I went to do that. I didn't have money to go and do a first degree. So I was doing short courses here and there. And then I was able to get something. I went to do my degree, my first degree. I didn't even have money to do masters. But I'll still add value to yourself. You don't necessarily have to go straight to the university after SHS. You don't have to do this, shoot to go and do your masters. No. In any way, the internet is there for you. Read. Watch videos. Learn. Add value. Just make sure when you wake up in the morning, you add value to yourself. However you're going to add the value is up to you. Just make sure you add value to yourself. Be open-minded. Some of us, we know A, and that is it. Nothing more, nothing else. A is A. No, open up your mind. There are new things around you. There are things you don't even have an idea about. Until you open up your mind, you wouldn't even see them. You won't even notice them. People will be pushing them to you, but you won't even notice it because you've made up your mind that it is A. Open up your mind to new things. Have an online presence as a lady in leadership. Not the one that you go and post pictures that will be showing your boobs. That one is like you're advertising something else. Have an online presence. An online presence where you show people what you have, what you're meant for. Lexis Bill got his job on Facebook. He did a jingle or something like that and posted it online on Facebook. That is how he was called up to join. And he's still working there. Somebody got a job online and you are using yours to do what? As a lady in leadership, make sure you have a clean online presence. And make sure you post things that tell people who you are and what you are meant for. And be careful, it is worldwide. It is everywhere. Everybody is seeing you, is reading. So you have to be very cautious when you're writing. When you're posting, be very careful the things you post. Be a go-getter. We always want to be a go-getter, but don't also forget that you have to be a go-giver. As a leader, you don't always get from people. Learn to also give. Learn to also share stuff. When I was running for SRC President, there's this guy, Charlie, the guy no book. Pass me. The guy is a shark. He's making all the A's, getting all the A's every year he gets best students. Every year he's getting best students. And me, that guy is a shark. Is it my fault I don't know up to his level? It's not my fault. I was not learning enough. He was. But there were certain things he didn't know. This one is not book knowledge. It's street knowledge. I've learned it. And I know it. And as the teacher that I am, I could teach him. And he got tired of me. He was also running for the SRC President. I'm like, oh, yo, this thing, you don't do it this way. You do it that way and do it this way. So that's when this person sees it. I'm like, how can your opponents be advising you? Yeah, I'm your opponent, so what? I mean, you need to get it right. So I was teaching the guy this and that and that. And at a point, the boy gave up. He didn't go for the race again. I hear he said his pastor said he should step down. But whatever be the case, I am very sure the teaching I was teaching, well, he got scared some way somehow. So don't just be a go-getter, getting from people, acquiring knowledge from people. Give some. As a young leader you are, do not just sit in your comfort. Share what you know with others. As a woman, you should be able to know what you want and go for it. You don't necessarily have to be a feminist or be whatever to get what you want. You can still fight for what you want without tagging yourself. Just be a go-getter, getting from people, acquiring. As a young leader you are, do not just sit in your comfort. Share what you know with others. As a woman,